buffalo meat and get all the...
That's more American than
Hell
anything.
yeah.
Fucking, get out of here, Cody. You don't want to see this shit.
I need a new blade.
The son's over there kicking it like...
Son, today you're going to learn how to be an American.
Right.
There's the Sawzall.
This is a Milwaukee Sawzall. It's a lot of voltage. Just be careful. Don't put the blade in wrong. Jesus Christ.
It's a sawzall for crying out loud.
A Sawzall.
Sawzall.
Sawzall, dude. A Sawzall.
This is my cut through fucking anything tool. Fucking
We got the clap.
All right, Joe's gonna
We all
come
got
with
the clap.
We all got the
Thanks.
clap. Welcome to Essexville.
Hey,
gateway to the bay.
there we go. Joe's going to give us the clap.
Oh, the clap. Do the clap. Do the clap.
Do the clap. Hey, we've all got the clap.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
I lied about that fucking couch.
I lied about that couch.
Yeah, there's been a lot of shit going on the couch,
All
dude.
right, bring him in.
Now you got the clap.
Yeah, it looks good though. We had Joe's couch for a while till he put it back in the booth and
Possibly herpes.
possibly.
Sentimental value.
Right.
That counts.
Yeah. Well, it's been around since the 70s. It was always there. It belonged there, and we just were kind of borrowing it until he got his
Yeah.
studio all done, which looks awesome, by the way.
Yeah. Well, the motherfucking Mudsuns
Yeah.
here from
Here we
Oakley, Michigan. You guys still live there? Where do you live now, Cole? You got a house.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe like 20 minutes away from there now.
What city?
No.
Like 10.
No, I still live in the country.
Oh,
No.
you still live out there? Jesus Christ. You still live? You still
Yeah,
live
still
in this
Oakley.
place?
So,
There's a quick story we were talking about earlier when we were hanging out with you guys one day. It was Joe, me, Austin, whatever. We're in your kitchen. And you got into a wrestling match with your mom. You remember that?
yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that was crazy.
On my birthday.
Yeah,
my
on your
birthday.
birthday. Because the one thing I do remember is
There's a video on Facebook.
Oh, is there? Oh, we're gonna dig that shit up because that.
Of that exact incident or another
yeah,
one? Oh,
of that
okay.
exact
Was that common? That happened a lot?
Yeah,
or-
No,
not multiple.
didn't.
Was it only one?
I don't know
Trash
what.
as fuck on my birthday.
Mom, you're fucking
Right,
going
maybe
down.
Got into that, man.
Dad, where's the ladder? Where's the fucking ladder? We're doing
She
this.
took me down, man. She's
Yeah,
a
she
beast.
did.
Yeah.
She gripped you good, and then you
Gripped you.
you accidentally kicked the oven,
Did I?
the stove or whatever, and she's like, "What the fuck, Chad?" Like she got mad that you kicked the oven, but she wasn't mad like you're trying to choke out your mom. Like, go to sleep.
Lower on the
Choke
list.
Not in a sexual way, but like in
Or
a,
in a,
in a
Yeah,
defensive way.
or in
Like,
a beat her ass kind of way. Not like that.
yeah.
10 more for crying out loud.
I love
The
that we
warranty's
started.
still good. What the fuck?
I love that we started this podcast out with me fucking wrestling my mom.
I told you
Of all
better.
things.
It's
exactly
you
the
had
kind
a
of show
chance
we
to not
are.
talk about certain things, but you didn't say that one. So.
Right. Well, I didn't think you remembered.
Oh, I remember, dude. There's one more thing
People
I
don't
remember.
forget.
One more. Speaking of couches, so it was when I first was hanging out with you guys or whatever, and Chad fell asleep. It might have been your birthday that day too. I don't know, but you're sitting on the corner of a couch up in
Every
that
day is
in
my
that
birthday.
loft where you guys practiced,
Oh yeah.
and Chad's like,
Oh, yeah, that was...
he's just like that, right?
That was definitely his birthday.
And I and I believe,
Pick a weekend.
and he has a lot of fucking
Shit.
birthdays. But he was
Every day is my birthday.
he was passed out on the couch, and I believe Eric, your friend Eric,
Probably.
he came up with Cole's floor tom, and he just went bam, bam, bam. You didn't fucking move.
Yeah.
And
Down
I'm
for the
sitting in the
count.
chair across, going, "Uh-oh."
Oh, he's not moving.
I was like, "Shit, I've never been involved in something like this before." And then your dad is outside. It's like 5 in the fucking morning too, and everyone's still making ruckus and this, and you're passed out, and and he goes, "Shut the fuck up! I told you to stop doing this shit at 5 in the fucking morning. What the fuck? I'm done with this shit." And I dipped out. I left. I was like, "I ain't dealing with this shit." I waited till he stopped yelling, and I ran through the darkness, got in the car, and left. I was like, "Holy fuck!" I didn't know what I was getting involved in.
Yeah.
And then now here we are today.
Here we are.
Yeah, we became good friends.
Made it out alive.
We made it out alive, barely.
So where is Oakley, Michigan? Is it Oakley?
Yeah, Oakley. It's
pick a spot you don't know, and that's probably
You know
what
where
it is.
Chesaning is?
Chestnut, yeah, okay.
It's right there. It's like 5 miles outside of there.
Okay.
It's like there's a gas station, a post office, and like 2 bars.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, I relate. Yeah.
Bars
No.
always
Well, I like when you say like, oh,
overrule.
city, and you're like, no. Like, because I'm from Auburn, but I'm not even from Auburn. Like, I don't know if you know where Auburn, Michigan is, but it's
Yeah.
like the town between Bay City and Midland. And I'm from Auburn, but I'm not even from Auburn because I'm from like the woods of Auburn. So it's like Auburn's
weird.
kind of a big town. For me.
I'm from the woods.
Yeah, I legit like live in the woods.
I even remember how to get to your house. Is there's like a little bridge, and you take a right, and you guys are on the corner.
Yeah, up the hill.
Yeah,
Nice.
up the hill. Yeah, it's
That's awesome.
That was the night Chad was passed out with the drum and everything. That was the first time I was ever there, and I was like, I rolled in, and I was like, this doesn't seem right. Like,
So-
this is, am I
Got
really
bad
here?
news written
Am
all
I in the
over
right
it.
place?
Yeah. Is that where you guys practice then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have any issues with cops or any
Yeah, our
neighbors?
neighbors
Or
hate us.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Out there?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah,
I
they
would have
hate
never
us.
guessed
The
that.
one neighbor we
I would have
have.
never guessed that.
It's like one
Loud
person.
ass
there.
music.
Yeah, doesn't the guy have a trailer and a horse or something?
No.
I'm just
oh,
kidding.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There
yeah,
are
yeah,
horses,
yeah,
yeah.
Those
Yeah,
horses,
down
like,
the road.
they shit and go "Meow" all day long. Like, they have,
Well, we
Right,
live
they
by
can deal with
we
that,
live
but
by
not
that
loud
river.
Yeah,
music.
you're good with that. Is
We live
that
by
a
that
drum?
river.
God damn.
So it's like, was it the sound travels crazy
Oh,
amount.
yeah.
So people like a mile or 2 miles away would be like, yeah, I heard you fucking practicing the other
You know,
day.
Joe could probably rig up
Probably
something
like,
to
where
fix
you live?
that.
They're like, well, way over here on, 2 miles away. I'm like, what the hell? You know,
I like that new tune. It's like, don't fucking say anything, man. It's not out yet. Jesus.
right.
Record it gets early leaked.
Sign this.
Sign this, please.
NDA.
No, but yeah, our neighbors have called the cops on us a shit ton of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they can't do anything. We're out in the country. There's no noise ordinance. So.
Oh yeah, that's
Good.
right. And there's
That's
no
good.
fire ordinance. You can shoot guns in your backyard.
Yep.
That's when I lived in St. Charles. I
Yep.
loved that
Oh,
shooting
blow shit
guns.
up.
Yeah, just shoot shit. Yeah, me and my brother did that. Well, I'd go to Myers and buy gunpowder and make fucking little bombs, and then and before my
Welcome
mama
to
got
the
that home,
NSA.
Yeah. Hello, FBI. Welcome. FBI's entered the chat.
Just making bombs. That's
Right.
the
It was in
word,
the early 2000s. Life was so
yeah,
different
it was
back
different,
then.
dude. There was no woke culture.
If anything, it was more strict back in early 2000s.
I don't know if it.
Yeah,
well,
Bush was president. Fucking, we could do anything.
America.
Shit. You blow up, fucking whatever you want. Yeah, the worst part of it was though the farmer would come to the house and be like, "Yeah, behind your, there's a big cornfield behind the house," and he's like, "I'm missing like a big circle of shit in this random area of the field. Like, did you hear anything or see anything go on? I don't know, man."
aliens.
Yeah, aliens,
Yeah,
bro.
dude, that's a
Gotta be.
crop circle. Really, it's a fucking coffee can with duct tape and fucking sand. I made this. I mean, yeah, I could have been.
Probably should explain that.
I could my
Yeah.
career of that could have gone somewhere if I put it in the right avenue.
You should tell me your alien story.
Oh yeah, out in St.
Right over
Charles.
there,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was. Did you guys ever see any weird shit in the sky out there? Because there's nothing out. Nothing. There's no light pollution. There's no like.
I've seen a couple like meteors, I guess, but
I've
not
seen
out
those.
in St. Charles.
Nothing like no weird lights. Like
No.
no. Okay. Well, now I feel dumb.
No,
thought
I mean
for
I
sure.
do. I do believe in in aliens.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of retarded to think that we're the only thing.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with all the shit
Yeah.
coming out with all the pilots and stuff from
Right.
Air Force and that, and they're all. Oh my god.
Well, it's like
Remember we used to
rational
argue
people.
about that?
You used to
About
argue about
aliens?
aliens?
Like,
Oh
all
god.
night.
Yeah.
We'd get into it.
Well, it gets crazy now because like rational people are like, yeah, I saw like the jet fighter pilot or whatever.
Rational people.
Well, no,
So what do you
'cause
say?
Usually it's like someone's
Nobody
third
here
Uncle
is
Billy or
rational.
something. They're like, hey, yeah, I seen this thing up there. It's like sure you did, but like
Fucking line up
it's got
there.
moonshine backed up. But then it's like this like Air Force pilot that's like, yeah, I was like flying a plane chasing this thing, and all my buddies were too in the other planes, and there's like video of it. It's like, okay, that's
little
pretty
weird,
convincing,
right.
you know.
Right.
It's better
This is a
than
video. I
anything
don't know
I've
what
ever
the fuck
seen.
this is, guys, but
Yeah, but it's better than every Bigfoot video of them. Like, it's like that's not even a good picture.
Oh,
It's obviously a dude in a
The
suit,
fucking
like-
Bigfoot stuff is
Yeah.
bullshit. There's no way.
it's really just that one picture.
Yeah, it's a one picture.
It's that one picture.
What's the-
Didn't
what's-
they lie about that one too? Like, I think there was actually a guy. Like, that was disproven.
yeah.
Like,
Just
so
a
it's
guy.
like, you got one, and
in a-
it's
That and the Loch Ness monster thing, like that's just a guy took that in his bathtub
yeah.
with a little
What?
Yeah, a guy took that Loch Ness monster
Like
picture.
the hump that goes whoop whoop out of the water like that?
Yeah.
famous Loch Ness
I think
monster.
What
they did
kind
that on
of
Mythbusters or
fucking-
something.
Guy just
They
took a
recreated it or
picture
something.
of it in his bathtub. That's what that is.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, what was that?
I don't know.
A turd? Like he's like, oh, look at this
Yeah.
big one I just did.
Right.
Shit in the tub.
Probably just a toy dinosaur, like halfway out of the water. Like, this is gonna be epic.
Oh my god.
Sandy, come here. This was a good one.
Everybody's gonna see this.
Right.
It's like,
Look at this 1 footer I just put in the tub. I couldn't do it in the toilet. It's gonna beach itself.
so I,
Yeah,
To the beach itself.
you know when you get those ones that sit on the outer rim and you
yeah.
flush, you're like shit, and you gum it down.
so I got a buddy.
Gum it down.
I'm not gonna say his name, but he told me the story about his grandpa one time. It was hilarious
Jesus
because his grandpa was like notorious for having giant shits or something, and so like there was a debate about like the biggest shit like at the table, and the grandpa's like, get the picture. It's like, what? He's like pointing to his wife like, get the picture. So sure enough, she went out there and
Opens a scrapbook.
produced the picture, and everyone's like, yep, you win. Like, that's the biggest shit ever.
Jesus
What
Christ.
did you guys do with that tape measure afterwards? Like,
Because he's putting up curtains like, wait, what? Tape measure?
it doesn't qualify.
Yeah. But your alien story.
Well, I don't know. I can't confirm or deny it was aliens, but when I lived in St. Charles, I was up in like the upstairs area or whatever. And there's this window that I used to smoke cigars out of without my mom and dad knowing. Sorry, mom and dad. We don't own that house anymore, so it's not my problem.
Sorry, Mom and Dad.
Well, at summer nights, I would just sit there and I get like fans going and get so the smoke all goes out there and just sit there and stare out, man. Just smoke a wood tip wine, fucking Cheyenne or
Good
whatever it
old
was.
Smoke cigars
Yeah.
like that, do you? Or what? Like,
The wood tip.
Yeah.
You smoke those.
I did.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
wood tip wine. It tasted so good. You just and your lips tasted so good after.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Slim Jim.
the-
Yeah, people in
Long Boy
Oakley like
box in.
Slim Jim.
We love them. They're great.
Well, no, I'm not.
Everybody should try some.
oh yeah.
Well, no, I did all this research trying to figure out who would like this show. And every
People in
Jim.
Oakley.
demographic that I kept coming up with would like Slim Jim also. So I'm like, let's give away Slim Jim.
What does
So
that say on this knuckle?
It's a long boy box,
Long
bro.
boys.
long boy box.
Long
Yeah.
boys.
Long boy. Damn.
Yeah, it's a special box. I bought it on Amazon, and we're trying to give it away to
It's
somebody.
well, we're gonna have to empty that and eat it, and then tape
Look
the
no
box
further,
back up.
'cause we'll take it home.
'Cause we love them.
We'll pass them out to the neighbors
Yeah.
for our Christmas card.
Call Austin. I don't know. We've had that box.
Fucking happy Halloween. Fucking. Here you go, here's a Slim Jim.
Well, we've had that box for like months. We finally put it out there. Thank you, Austin.
Yeah, good call,
So they're
Austin.
nice and
Incredibly
fresh.
obvious.
They're months.
Well, they're packed. They're packed.
Dude, the date says 2025. We got 5
Yeah, we
years
got-
before they go bad.
Dude, there's gonna be like 3 apocalypses before that goes bad. I mean,
It's
we're
like
good.
Twinkies.
It's like Twinkies. Like Twinkies.
Survive the
Yeah.
Holocaust, or not the Holocaust. Jesus Christ, the nuclear
Apocalypse.
apocalypse.
That word.
No, nuclear
Wrong disaster.
nuclear apocalypse. Yeah, wrong.
No, there is a
Classic
nuclear
mix-up.
holocaust. It's called
Classic
that. Yeah.
mix-up. Nuclear bombs, Holocaust. Whoops. Shit, my bad. Yeah, no, I mean, shout out to all those guys. I love you guys. It's fine. No, anyways,
Back to the aliens.
back to the alien story. Jesus Christ.
Slim Jims can take it a long way.
The power slim. The long boy box.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing like
Hashtag long boy box.
Dude, the fumes over here from it are just making me goofy. Oh, shit. My fucking face hurts. I've been laughing for
Oh my
11
God.
minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Oh,
hot
okay.
here too. We have a heater down here. I don't, how are you guys warm
You
enough?
guys cold over there?
Yeah.
No, they're not ever cold, dude. You got thick boys.
What the hell does that mean?
I'm skinny as shit.
We're from Oakland.
Yeah, we ain't got no heat. We rely on nature. We climb inside a caribou, live out in the woods after we kill it. We gut it, and we sit inside its blubber and just wait till winter ends. And they eat the insides.
That's how we practice.
Yeah.
You practice inside of a caribou.
Yeah. Big caribou.
Hey, Cole, you got to get rid of a floor tom. We don't got enough room.
Just take the snare in there with
Take it away.
Snare hi-hat only. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out the rest in post.
We'll add that in later.
Actually, okay. Before we get the alien story, so you had 3 albums, and then the one I was listening to today, it was like you had a bunch of political, like, no, I shouldn't say political, but you had a bunch of voiceover stuff. Like it sounded like a president. Which
was Armageddon Shuffle.
yeah, but it was no music.
Yeah, it was just like an
I
organ.
was confused. What's he talking?
Yeah, there's an organ, and you hear like a classic, like, well, Napoleon Dynamite's hidden right now, but you hear the doom,
Yeah.
like what?
What is that about?
I listened to all 2 minutes and 30 seconds of it, waiting for a song to kick in, and it ended, and I was like, what the fuck?
Well, it leads into We Are Dead.
Yeah, yes, it does, but I'm just saying I wasted 2 minutes of my
I thought
life.
it was cool as fuck when I heard it, so I don't know.
Well, I
a-
guess, okay, what if I had a CD?
You want a context? Like
Yeah, context for
backstory
it.
to it?
Yeah, because
So basically, we got that organ.
Mm-hmm.
We got that organ, and then my grandpa gave me like 10 crates of his old record collection.
oh, cool.
So he had all the recordings of like the first moon landings with Kennedy as
no
presidents
shit.
and shit. Yeah.
On a vinyl record?
Yeah, so I just put the vinyl on and played
So
it.
you got JFK and you got Armstrong? It was-
Yeah, basically,
whoever stepped on the
basically
moon?
the whole news
Yeah.
coverage
Okay.
and all interviews of it are just on this thing in chronological order. So like I put it on and I was just fucking around.
You're
and
just
I
cutting
put
it
that
and-
beat on
Yeah.
and just started playing it. And I was like, Kevin, check this out, dude.
Yeah, and then you didn't
And it
tell
made it-
Cole anything because you had a drum machine, so you didn't need to tell him
Yeah,
shit.
I was out.
So
First track of the Mudsuns are fuck you, Cole. Gee, I'm
You
sorry.
weren't
to-
here, man.
I don't know why I keep putting a southern accent on like everything every time I mention you guys. Is that offensive, Chad?
no,
Okay. Well, you told me nothing's racist unless you're offended. So.
if they're offended. Yeah, they're offended.
Oh, there. Oh,
So
okay.
There.
You
Yeah,
think
that's a pronoun now for people. So.
You think that 2
careful.
minutes and 32 seconds?
Hasn't that always been a pronoun for everybody? Like,
I
it's a
don't know
pronoun
English
now.
good.
Just you.
Kevin, what were you saying?
Good. I was talking to this microphone.
Yeah,
So,
I just say things. Sorry, Kevin. Go
No,
ahead.
it's good. You think that 2 minutes and 32 seconds of time was wasted? How much time do you think you spent cutting that together? That 2 minutes
Oh
and 32
shit!
seconds?
Yeah,
Like 2 weeks?
2
Yeah.
weeks? You took to do that?
yeah.
Oh,
Did
man.
you tried that hard?
It was a long time.
Okay.
Well, basically, we just cut out I wanted to get a
Oh,
specific vibe.
wait
to
a
it,
minute, so
just
you-
like given the certain context
He's
of
like,
the time.
Do you
Yeah.
think these 3
Like,
words
there's
should go
drones,
before these
you
2
know,
words?
There's all
I'm
the
like, I don't
drones
fucking
attacks
know.
and shit. And
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
All this kind of shit was.
What
ramping
year
up.
was that done?
2014,
14?
Okay, so there's a lot of shit going on over the Middle East and stuff. So that was
Yeah.
part of your idea of like it's.
Yeah, because I was just like picking it apart. I'm like, well, this, if you take it out of context,
It sounds like an attack on another country or
Yeah, it
some
sounds
type of
like that.
war thing.
Yeah.
That because see that's exactly what I got. I didn't know it had anything to do with the lunar landing or anything. I thought it was just political, but I
Right,
didn't
just the
realize.
vibe of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you feel. And then
Definitely
when
sounds
it
like Doomsday's coming. Or
exactly,
something like
and
that.
then when it goes into We Are Dead, and you just junk, 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 junk,
Yeah.
junk, junk, junk.
So Cody had a good question earlier. It was like, what was it? How are you guys so
Oh.
hardcore?
Listen, I was telling
Oakley,
Max
man.
this.
Oakley.
Yeah.
Oakley.
I was telling Max this. I was like, listen, when these guys come in, they're just so chill. Ever since the day I met you guys, you're chill. There's been a lot of unchill moments, wrestling your mom in the kitchen, passing out on the couches, drinking too much booze. I think your bachelor party that I couldn't make to it, I'm sorry, but I do believe you shot a shotgun at something and blew up for your bachelor
Yep,
party.
and
Yeah, we had a
Those
lot
fancy
of
That's
Yeah,
16
I'm
also.
fucking so sad I missed that. Not legitimately, but anyways, you do all these crazy things, but then you're just sitting on the fucking couch and you're like, yeah, it's whatever.
You didn't
Like, you're
grow
barely.
up in Oakley like we did.
I grew up in St. Charles. Like that's enough.
That's hundreds of miles away.
It is actually. I would hang out. Well, what about hanging out in Marion Springs, dude? That shit. It was weird. You ever go to the shoe tree in Marion Springs? Oh, dude,
I've heard about it.
Dude, I had some creepy shit happen actually. Joe, were you there? No. Joe was not there.
No.
Austin, you were at the shoe tree? Okay. I had a Chevy Tracker, and it was me, Austin, Matt Coleman, if he's still around. If you guys remember him, he lived like kitty corner from me. We all drove out to the shoe tree, and it comes to a T, and this is big old tree, has a bunch of shoes on it, but it's like a relic in the area. It has a sign. It's a historic tree. Because the story is, back when everybody was racist as shit, which you guys aren't.
Thanks for clearing that up.
But it's rumored that, you know, people would be hung on there or whatever it was. So we drove up there, and
Side note, real quick, did you know that the last legal lynching happened in Owasso?
Yes, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. What's the Dice Road Cemetery? Everybody talks about Dice Road Cemetery being that's not in Owasso.
I heard that it was in front of the courthouse.
In the courthouse?
Yeah, like back.
Oh.
I don't even know what year it was, but
probably.
it was in the 1900s.
Yeah.
sometime.
Oh, that late? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was like 1950 out there. Like.
Oh, living.
that late?
Yeah.
Like 70s or something?
Yeah.
That late?
Oh, 2000? was that
Yesterday?
was the last one? Yeah.
It's on Instagram right now.
Yesterday.
Shit, that shit's all over Twitter, man. I thought, okay. No, but
Oh my god.
no, it's just it's a crazy part. No, I think your guys' music has a lot to do with you grow. Okay, I don't want to segue
Good
into
segue,
that.
yeah.
No, but I'm saying
You know, like,
I meant it differently. I meant it like you guys you're not in the city, and there's no like pressure to do anything. It's like you guys are out in the middle of nowhere. There's no way you're gonna like.
No one does anything. It's fine.
There's no like, you go out and you do goofy things out in your yard because you can, and I don't know, maybe there's a different
People
interest
can't
level.
do that
or-
in the city, which sucks.
Yeah, you can't do that here.
I lived in Detroit for a while, and I left because I was like, this sucks. I don't
Can't blow shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Cops
just
get called.
well, it's just different because like I lived, like I said, I lived in the woods. So
One thing up, and all of a sudden you're a terrorist.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
well, it's like I lived in the woods, so it's like shooting was fun because just going back and forth, so like boom all day, you know. And now I have to like I got to go to a range. with
Fuck
the-
that
all
school.
that shit. It's like I got to pay to do this. That sucks.
Got to wear these task cams.
Yeah. Hey, it's-
Yeah. Sorry about the task cam thing, man. But sorry to task cam if you're offended, but
Anyway, the segue I think we were trying to get to is talk about your music at some point.
Right. Yeah.
well, no, wait, okay, I forgot where we were going with this.
You're saying that we were very chill and that.
Oh, yeah,
But your
so
music is
Our environment
so you guys are
kind of.
since
plays
I've known
into
you, like I said, there's been a lot of crazy moments, but as
Yeah, you came in at a rough time.
yeah,
For real.
when I met you guys, I came in at a rough time.
I mean, it was fun, but yeah.
Yo, it was definitely fun. I had a lot of fun too. Once I got after that first night, and I started hanging out with you guys more and more and more. I was cool with whatever. It was good. It was fun. Like there's no way none of my friends did that shit. That was cool. Like yeah, we're gonna do this all the time.
Right.
And then, but no, I mean you guys are. You just hang out and whatever, you're cool with whatever, and then you listen to your fucking music and you're just going, I fucking hate you. Like that's what it's like. You're so angry. You're so angry in your
I
vocals,
fucking hate you.
and your guys.
It's I wouldn't say it's that. Like I wouldn't say.
No,
it's like that.
but I mean that's
I
how
understand
quickly
what
it
you're saying.
changes.
Yeah.
Like from knowing you personally, and then your album comes out, and you're like,
Yeah, it catches you
holy
off
fuck.
guard.
You're like, okay, I know this guy personally, and I probably anybody who listens it who doesn't know you just assumes you guys are all angry people. Are you angry? Are you guys angry? Because it sounds like you're fucking angry.
No, I don't know. Do we look? At
Well,
it?
yeah.
No, that's what I'm
What do you
saying.
think? You're,
We've
you're
been
the
laughing.
outsider looking in.
My cheeks and belly hurt from laughing for the last 10 minutes. And that's not what you expect
Yeah.
when you listen to what's the EP called, by the way?
woe to the
Woe
timid.
to the timid.
Oh, see, I didn't even see the name of it. It was a blank thing.
That's a
and
cool picture, by the way.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, we
Who
like
does
that
that?
What was his name?
He goes by Whirling.
Whirling.
We call him W.
We just hit up.
Found him online, and
Yeah, we just hit up.
Like Fiverr or something.
He just
like that?
created the art.
What
Okay.
website was it?
I found him on DeviantArt actually.
DeviantArt.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Deviant art. See, you guys are angry.
Yeah.
Actually, what did Austin say?
Dead giveaway.
Austin says inner demons. Because I was telling when I
Oh,
was
yeah.
telling Max about how chill you guys are, and then your music's so intense, and Austin's like, "Yep, that's inner demons. It's just the shit you got to get off your chest that you can't do in
Yeah, I
public."
mean,
Right.
It's like an outlet.
right, but
for
you
that,
do
you
in
know?
a very public way.
Yeah, you do it in the most public way, but it's okay
Because it's a form of art.
because it's a form of art. Yeah, like
Which
you
is
could,
good though. I mean.
Yeah, it is. Well, is it political at all? Like, do you guys? I should say from your discography, are you political in a sense?
We were
For a
like
minute.
we were a little bit, but like not. I wouldn't say it's political.
You're not
I wouldn't-
trying
Well,
to.
We're not trying to be Rage Against
Are you
the
trying to
Machine
make
or
a
anything.
statement,
Okay,
kind
yeah.
of almost like what's the message of the music? Is it political or is it more?
It's not political.
It's
I
not
would say.
political. I would just say it's more. I mean, it's just more of an emotional thing, really.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. It's just
Austin had to borrow a lighter because
you know,
his ass loses one every fucking 10 seconds.
I have an extra one in my pocket, actually.
I just did
Don't
that
tell
one.
him that. Don't.
Tell that. You
He's
want
gonna
it?
take it.
You want it? Go get it.
Fat boy.
Actually, Austin threw a lighter. He already lost it. Okay, he threw one up there, and I was like, "Why'd you do that?" He's like, "Well,
Save it for later.
I'm gonna remember when I need one." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I chucked one up there. I'll go find it."
That's your most desperate. Like I got a
Falls
life.
through the
There's
ceiling.
always money in the banana stand.
Isn't that the worst though when you lose a lighter
That's
and you
the worst.
or your last fucking cigarette, and it's broken, and then so you're pinching it, and you're trying to get all of it in because you're like, fuck, it's broken, and
What
smoke's
kind
coming
of
out
couch
the
is
middle.
this again? Like, you're trying to get all of it in?
But I did have something to say about the music.
I'm
writing.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We
No, you're
keep
good.
we keep getting off track. Just
No, it's what was it? It's because I've been thinking about the same thing too.
Yeah.
Actually, 'cause,
like what do you mean thinking about the same thing? Like
Just analyze, like looking at it from
you're
an outside perspective.
what you've done. You're looking out, just
yeah,
looking at your
back
shit.
on it
Okay.
after we put everything up
Yeah.
on Spotify and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, just looking back on it. I don't know. Like it originally started out as like just teen angst, I guess.
Yeah.
Just,
Oh yeah, because when did that first 100 Monkeys come out?
back
That was
in,
your
like,
first album.
2011. So
Okay.
yeah,
So
so,
that
we've been
was
together
9 years.
since
Yeah, 9 years.
2007, 2008.
Nice.
Yeah, because I met you after I graduated high school. That was 10 years ago.
So how'd you come together? Just because you're brothers and you started jamming, or like?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
pretty much.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
Well,
cool.
we all had like there's like a group of friends, and we'd all hang out like after high school, and we'd all get together and play and shit, and then after a few times, it was always just us three down there. So I'm like, we should try it. We should start a band.
Nice. And just to clarify, are you the vocals predominantly, and
Yeah.
or, like,
I
who does
sing
what?
and-
I guess
Yeah, I sing and play guitar, and he plays drums.
Bass.
bass.
But
Nice.
Kevin, you sing too.
A little bit.
Yeah, I've seen you. Well, I've seen you on stage going, that beautiful tone. Yeah, I've seen you swallow
Really
that
good.
mic. I had to get something dirty in there for you.
Don't look at me like that again. No.
What? Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to turn you on, dude. Sorry.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
I thought
Just
this
tell
was
me.
the-
Tell me
What kind
when.
of couch is this again?
A casting. Oh,
It's not even casting. You're already cast. We got you.
Right.
The rest
You're
is
in.
bonus stuff. It's gonna be premium now. You're gonna have to pay to watch this. You can't just get that free shit.
Right. You get that free shit. Going on premium.
Oh my god. But no.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it just started out as like teen angst kind of stuff, and then it seemed like the heavier we got, the more people got into it. So we just kind of kept rolling down that path. And
Well, and speaking of just the sound, and you guys kind of, since I've known you and listened to you and everything, you've had the same sound, not in a bad way, but I'm saying like it's distinctive where I know it's Chad singing, Cole playing drums, and you playing bass. Like I can hear that, and I try to not to be biased by it, so I'll have my Amazon music or whatever playing. And I'll just do shuffle, and I'm not paying attention, but I immediately like, oh yeah, that's different from what you regular rock songs. Your voice is very unique. Your guys' tone is super unique.
Right.
Do you ever get? Does anybody ever say you sound like Nirvana?
no,
No.
Not really.
No, really? Well, I don't mean
That's
that.
cool, though.
That's
I mean-
not a. I'm not trying to dig on you. I'm just saying like
No,
there's
that's
a
a hell of a
Nirvana
Kinda got that
tone.
vibe, though,
It's
yeah.
a 3-piece band. It's singer playing guitar. It's just that sound is that grunge sound,
Yeah.
but it's a
Yeah.
little different than
Right.
that.
there's
Got
other
that
shit
Oakley
involved.
pepper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of
It's like Oakley,
it's that Oakley River recording.
right? Yeah.
I could see how people would think that though. I
Yeah.
mean, Nirvana's probably a huge
It's a
influence on all
staple
of
and
us,
everything.
so-
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
we've all of us here as kids grew up listening to it on the radio constantly. Even after, I mean, we're probably you weren't born. You were born before he died.
Yes.
Yeah, so Max is the oldest one here. He doesn't get it. Just kidding. He
I
doesn't.
grew up listening to
He don't
Nirvana.
understand
yeah.
angst.
I was born into angst. Like,
He started.
I
angst.
lived through the 90s, man.
Yeah, he was actually. He could vote in '92, so it's like
Not that long.
that's a new segment right there. How old is
How old
Max?
is Max? Yeah, we'll just keep making it really weird.
He's 56, but he looks good for his age. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, I believe that kind of music should come back.
Yeah.
Really.
No, absolutely.
Like, it
Well, it's weird to hear Nirvana on a classic rock station.
Yeah.
Though.
Or at like the grocery
Yeah.
store.
You
Once
listen to
I heard that
AC/DC?
shit- Once I heard that shit on like 103.9
Yeah.
or whatever, I was just like,
104.5,
holy
the-
fuck,
the
I'm old
wheels.
right now.
Also,
Like,
same with
Yeah.
like Pearl Jam's
like-
on there.
Yeah.
Alice in
Yeah.
Chains, like
yeah, I
Yeah.
was like,
Oh yeah,
God.
Allison. There's nothing real
Right.
star.
I'm like,
He ain't gonna die.
goes from Bob Seger to Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, I was practicing. I was
Perfect.
trying to figure out a song I could probably sing on this thing, but I can't sing good. If I could sing, I would love to sing. I love being the center of attention. That's why I'm talking about myself right now.
You
Fuck
do.
drums. You're stuck there behind that stupid fucking shit. I can't do nothing. Everyone's
Hey,
like,
I'm over here.
yeah, look at me, everybody. Yeah, shaking
Yeah.
my hair. But
Shaking my head.
What hair?
you guys, about the first, going back to the first album though, you named it 100 Monkeys. Is that to do with the
That was a
100th monkey thing? Like it takes a what is it's a
Well,
real thing. It's like a
yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
it is.
okay, cool. It took 8 years to figure that out. I figured it out today.
I'm
On
an
my
idiot.
way
Really?
here, I read the title of the album again. I was like, oh, okay.
So what does that mean? I guess.
Is it like the group mentality thing? Is that what you read?
No, it's like you take. Well, no, just the title. I took from reading the title. I was like, oh, the 100th monkey. It's like something to do with the 100th monkey learns or moves to a different, like it gets smarter or
What I
something.
where I got it from is that there's they were testing the effects of monkeys with radioactiveness when they
Oh,
were testing
shit.
nuclear bombs down in like Hawaii on the islands.
Oh,
So what I read is that they were testing the effects in their environment and them, and
Oh, okay.
the only effect was they had the coconuts. It turned the coconut husks radioactive. So they brought scientists in to teach these monkeys how to get rid of the coconut husks.
oh.
And there's like
But it took 100 monkeys, and the
there's like
100th
three-
one.
There's like 3,000 monkeys on this island.
Okay.
And by the time the 100th monkey learned
Yeah.
how to deal with these radioactive husks,
Yeah.
the whole island knew how to do it, like simultaneously.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. So that's where it came from.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, I learn something new every day, dude.
Interesting.
I'm curious.
There you go.
I'm curious to know what is your.
I don't know. It's that. It is that. That's
It's
what I'm
that,
saying.
like-
It's the 100th monkey that learned something, but I didn't know if that had anything with the album. Like, was your album created on that?
No,
No?
we just came up with that after,
Oh.
after the fact.
Oh, Jesus. Well,
So-
goddamn.
So I got
no.
Would it be cooler if I said, yeah, we totally based this whole album around that?
Concept.
I'd have a lot more fucking questions. What the fuck are you guys writing about, dude?
So do you guys still tour?
No, not recently. Like,
Yeah, mainly taking a break.
Nice.
yeah, we did.
Is that kind of common when you release an album? You just say, okay, we're done for a little bit, or
No, I mean usually we just go through the whole thing, like have like a release party and everything like that. Book as many shows as we can, which is what we did last time, But yeah, this time we've just kind of been, I don't know, we just haven't been doing our thing for that long, or doing our thing.
That we normally do.
Yeah, like there's just a break in shows and everything, like a presence, I guess.
Nice.
So, yeah, this time we're just put something out to show that we're still around.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, it's really good. I really enjoyed
Thanks,
it.
man.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah,
you,
we're happy with it too.
you haven't played any shows before you release that?
We
Not
d-
since the summer, I don't think.
Yeah.
yeah, it's been pretty like.
Yeah, I
don't know.
can't remember the last show you guys played or announced that you were playing or anything. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
probably been about a year
Yeah.
since our last show.
Yep.
A whole year. Holy
Because
shit.
we've I don't know,
You got live.
playing at
you got
same,
shit going on.
same areas around us. Besides going like out of state or something,
Yeah.
it kind of gets like taken down of how much people regardless of what we put out or don't put out. It's just like less of a turnout.
Yeah.
You know, if we're just playing the same show without any new material,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, it kind of defeats the purpose of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
So-
it got to a point where, after we released our last EP, it got to a point where we were doing like 3 or 4 shows a week.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have time to get together or practice or anything. And
No.
we did that
Just
for
like,
like a
yeah.
year and a half, like
Wow.
3 to 4
Same
shows a week,
songs every time.
Yeah.
while dealing with our normal lives. So
Yeah.
we just got burnt out. Like
Oh,
basically,
yeah.
How is that like
essentially.
for a singer, like vocally? Like, do you get like strained out, or you just
No, it makes it. I don't know. I guess it'd make it stronger. I guess.
Really?
But, yeah.
because we were just talking about well, Greta Van Fleet again.
Yeah.
You know,
We did do we did do like a 2-show night where we played in Bay City one night and then we ended in Chesaning
Oh.
and then we filmed the whole thing. The end of that night, my voice was completely
you
shot.
yeah.
It was gone.
Well, that's 2 shows,
Yeah.
and you got like what 45-minute sets each hour.
Something
The
like
fir-
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
first one
45
was
minutes
like-
an hour.
45 and then the last one was an hour 15.
Yeah,
hour
by the
and
end
a
of that, you could
Yeah.
barely even tell it was you.
Yeah, it was
It
like-
was
Wow.
there's a thing in the video actually where I was just like, oh, yeah, good night, guys.
Well, like that's one
Like
part of the show that we wanted to have
Macho
is like
Man or something.
kind of like the behind the scenes of bands, like young local music stuff like that, and like what it's like to sing every night like that, and what kind of effect that takes after a while. It's like, yeah, fucking horse, and I have to do this again tomorrow. Like, fuck, man. Like,
Yeah, no, maybe in the beginning.
Really?
In the beginning, yeah, but not so much. Once we get into it, not so much. It's pretty. I don't push my voice too hard, I guess, to the point where I'm blowing it out for the next show.
Yeah.
interesting. It's
I
kinda
feel like
awesome
as you've
to
learned to sing better, you've had to rely
Mm-hmm.
on yelling as much as you used to.
Yeah, but
you used to
yelling.
just yell the whole time because but as your voice has gotten better, it's stronger.
Learned
You
how
you
to
don't have
use your
to
voice.
yell
Some
as much.
dynamics.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Well, then
So
you
maybe dive into dynamics a little bit more. Like, all right, this is a.
Can't do this every
So I
day.
gotta
Yeah.
figure this shit out.
well then you probably know too, like certain songs you can go hard in, certain songs you hold back.
Yeah.
With everybody in the band too.
Yeah, I
I mean
do the
you
same thing.
you don't
Well, certain
swing your
parts-
fucking head around every single song. You do
Yeah,
it
you
for a song that
die by the
yeah.
end of the show. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, certain parts of songs.
Yes. Yeah, oh yeah. Certain parts of songs for sure.
Yep.
That's
Gotta exercise the dynamic.
the dynamic. Jesus
Everybody
Christ.
needs it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
This is, oh my god.
I don't know. You guys are goofy.
Whoops.
Fucking Cole. What the- Jesus Christ. How the fuck did he
just
go
wanted to
out
look-
one door and was like, I'm going to skip that one door and I'm going to keep going to the other door?
Pretty cool back there,
Oh,
though.
there he goes. He got
I don't know if you guys saw it back there, but this is like well, they call
Yeah,
it the
Kevin
shop,
and Cole.
It's literally a wood shop. Like
Yeah.
that's the other side of this whole building. And
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Chad was in there talking to Joe about sound stuff.
Yep.
I got to cover this up.
found it.
Fucking YouTube.
But yeah, basically, yeah, we just got burnt out of playing 3 to 4 shows every week for a year and a half, and yeah, just take a break, and that's basically what this EP is about. Like everything just kind of just lined up, like even the artwork on it.
Yeah.
We didn't give them any real. We just told them to listen to the songs. We gave them a few like
Kind of feel the vibe.
Main
and-
songs off the album.
keywords for a vibe to
Yeah.
go down, and
That's a cool way to do it too, because it's super
Just let him do his
original.
own
Just
thing.
because you didn't do anything,
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
super original.
Well, it is kind of cool. It's like, how do you feel about that? What does this make someone else feel? And
Right.
that's kind of the artwork that comes out of it. It's
Right.
really interesting.
yeah, exactly. That's what you know what I mean. That's what we wanted to do.
But I don't quite understand it though, because it looks like a tree with a light bulb on it.
It's like a,
It's a fucking
matchstick.
root. It's like a
It's a
root,
root,
coming
dude.
out of a matchstick.
Yeah,
Well, this
it's
is what
not bad. I was like, what is it? I don't understand what it is.
well, he
I don't
gave
know,
us like
just-
5 pictures that he drew up or whatever, and it seemed like that was the one that.
That was
also, like,
hand
that
drawn,
one.
Yeah.
like pencil,
Wow.
Yeah.
and then he just that's
Yeah.
awesome. That he did all that. Holy
And that was
shit!
the one that we was like, yep,
Yeah.
that one.
That one.
Without
makes
any
sense.
question. You know what I
It
mean?
makes sense. I just didn't know what the fuck it was. That's
It
all.
just
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck it means either. But it's what we wanted.
Feels
It's
cool.
what we were looking for in a artwork.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
I mean, to me, it meant like I don't know. We just got kind of caught up in that routine of doing that for so long, of
Yeah.
shows and not being able to come up with anything new.
Yep.
Just got kind of like I don't know, like lost in a sense, I guess. Like
Yeah.
forgot why we were doing
what you're doing.
what
yeah.
we're doing, or what was the reason behind it initially, like
Yeah.
why we started doing it to begin with. So
So does this
so
new,
that artwork kind of
it's a growth.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
Yeah,
okay,
the
that
growth.
makes it's a
To me.
growth and there's a light at it. It's a light at the end of the tunnel type. It's okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's I like how you're perceiving that because it's a new EP. It's you guys were been gone for like a year basically,
Right.
and which is. I feel is that good? Like, do you guys feel better that you took a break instead of getting so potentially pissed off at each other or fucking nothing's
Needed
going
it.
right? You needed
We
it.
did,
Yeah, it was just we were
big time.
going so much, so often. Like the only time we'd ever hang out is play a show, play
Yeah.
another show.
Practice.
All right,
Yep.
see you guys, next weekend, play another show.
Right.
Yeah.
It was just
Or just not even practice. Like, oh, we
Yeah.
just we played a
You
show.
know, it
last
wasn't
night. We don't
even-
need to practice.
Yeah.
kind of took away of how we first started hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just bullshitting.
You
and
see each other every
messing-
day, but you're not like hanging
Yeah,
out. or
first like it's
anything.
more
Yeah.
like a work type thing. Like, all right, hey,
It took away the good feeling of creating new music.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't have any.
It took
ambition
it
to
sounds
do
like it took away the good feeling of just hanging out with your best friends. You
Yeah,
know what I
right.
mean? Like
Basically,
essentially, you
exactly,
guys, you're
Yeah.
best friends in a band, and I
Right.
know you guys are brothers, but Kevin is the only one on the end of the couch there.
Right.
but-
I mean,
Yeah.
he's basically our brother. He's just
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
that's what
you
I'm
know.
saying. You guys are. I mean, there's a camaraderie when you're in a band that you feel that brotherhood. So if you are overdoing yourself, you're gonna feel distant from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
heard-
we never got like pissed at each other or anything like that at all.
No, but I
You
mean,
know,
there's a
But
you
it got,
don't.
you
It's
could
just-
feel the vibe. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they just got
changed.
down
No
to
one
it.
wants to
It
be
was so
there.
Yeah.
serious every time we got
mean-
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not good either, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're going to play a show, like, how you gonna feel like that and go play a show for other people if you're not 100% into
Yeah.
it? What's-
Yeah, we're having
What's the
fun.
fucking
You
point?
know what I mean? You're just
Well,
like,
what's the
yeah,
doing
because
it to do it.
do you guys believe in when you're playing a show? Do you think people can tell?
Yeah, if your
I
vibe's
think you
off,
can.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so.
I think you can
It
tell.
doesn't matter if the song you hit every part of the song, you do all your thing, but if it's weird, you're kind of looking into space, and Chad's just like singing a
Right,
song,
just going through
you
the
know,
motions.
yeah, going through the motion. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think people can tell that for sure?
I think so.
Have
Yeah.
you felt that before? Have you felt that from the crowd of?
Yeah, it's kind of a give and take thing. You can tell when they're not that into it
Yeah.
either, and that kind of makes you not want to put
Yeah.
anything into it either. So it just kind of
So have you had?
I think of it like a beach ball, like
A beach ball.
yeah, like a beach ball. Like,
Okay.
no. Okay.
Okay, I'll let
I'm
you explain.
interested,
I'll let
yeah.
you explain.
Hear me out. All right, so like energy wise,
Yeah.
I feel like a beach ball. Like, so you go out there and say the crowd's really energetic, like passing you a beach ball, and then you reciprocate that energy back to them.
Yep.
They reciprocate that energy back to you.
Yeah.
Just back and forth, But if they're not there, if they're not
just-
there initially, then it's your job to fucking pass the beach ball to them.
Yeah. Get them moving.
And
Get,
get
them
them-
up there. Call them to the stage. Get
Yeah.
that whole.
At least that's the way I look at it.
No, that's a great way to look at it. I mean, it makes sense to me at least.
Right.
And
then if they're not reciprocating by like the fourth song, then
then
Screw
you
'em.
just
Just
say,
get like a
"Fuck
glass-
it,
yeah.
shots to the stage, please."
Give it a
Fuck
you
these
attitude,
people.
That's just,
Yeah.
Go
Here, twinkle,
crazy.
twinkle, little star.
Calling people out. Get the fuck up, bitch! I see you. You're not even. You're looking at your fucking phone. Fuck you. You're drinking water. What the fuck? Responsible driver. Fuck you. Get up here. We're mosh pitting. They drink responsibly, everybody.
That's great. What about like a good show? Like, would
Just be clear, none of that ever happened.
Yeah, none of those
No,
good
good
things
shows
ever
are
happen.
great, man. Good
Yeah?
shows are great. Yeah.
yeah.
What's your worst show?
we don't talk about it anymore.
You know, dude, I want to know.
well, let's start with best show, and maybe we'll get
Yeah,
to
go to
worst.
best. Let's talk about the best
I know
show.
the worst one.
I gotta take a piss real
Okay, he goes
Yeah.
take a piss.
I was thinking, I was like, what story about Chad?
Yeah, well, I mean, he has a lot, but is there anything significant, like embarrassing, like a quick one before he gets in here?
Embarrassing?
Yeah,
Oh,
we just talked about this on the way up here. Actually.
oh shit!
You go first.
So we had a little family vacation. So me and all the siblings and my parents,
Uh-huh.
with all of our kids and everything, go up to Mackinac City, and Chad's the only one without kids, so my parents get him a room with a just one bed, jacuzzi, and he has a box of wine.
Keep
And,
talking.
and-
He'll
And
know.
he just ends up falling asleep at the end of the night in the jacuzzi by himself drinking wine.
Oh my god.
Yeah, phone, cigarettes, everything in the bottom of the tub in the morning. Well, I won't tell him about the second night, so. But yeah, that was a quick story.
We had to kill time between best stories and
Cody says, "Hey, can we talk shit about Chad real
Yeah.
quick?"
So your best show.
Great podcast, guys.
It's a little cynical.
It's a little cynical.
What is the best show?
I mean, there's like, well, 3 off the top of my head, I guess. I mean, we've had good shows.
Wow, he's really confident. He's like, yeah, I got 3 right now. I can tell you.
I know the worst one for sure.
Yeah.
What's the worst one?
It was the mud bog.
Oh, yeah. That was,
Mud
The
Jam
one where we couldn't even
Yeah.
finish a song.
and like hail or something.
That sucked. That was
yeah, that was the
Like I'm talking about like the where they have the trucks in the mud and hail.
Yeah, it was like a legit mud bog.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you played
Go from the
that?
best. Don't even want to talk about the best show.
Yeah, now I'm
Go
interested,
right to
yeah.
the worst.
So
I
where,
did it.
where did
Well,
you
we
even
can
play?
build up.
There was like a tent.
Yeah,
Like,
like
there was like a
pavilion type
tent.
thing.
We brought like all the sound. I brought like all the sound system gear
PA,
out.
everything.
PA, everything. But we were just in this tent and we couldn't hear what the hell we were doing at all. And it was just.
And we were probably a little too drunk.
Yeah.
I
Maybe a little.
don't. We probably
Happens.
cut like in the middle of half the songs. We couldn't finish a song.
Yeah.
Like, it was the
bad.
worst
Like,
fucking
it was
thing.
so bad.
Sloppy.
Even though we're like right next to each other, we just couldn't hear for some reason. Like,
Looking at each other like, what the hell are you doing that for? Like,
And there was a
your fault.
shitload of people there too, and they were just all
Yeah.
like looking at us. It was just like, fuck. This
we would just stop at the
So
middle of the song and
embarrassing.
start the next one.
So you
Like,
could
all right.
you could bring that beach ball thing you said and just be like someone stabbed it with a knife and just let it fall on the ground. Jesus.
that was,
So you had to bring your own sound system,
yeah.
and you
I
had
mean,
to.
We didn't get. I don't think we got paid for it. We
Oh,
didn't
I
get
was,
paid for
that
it.
was my next
It was
question.
All,
Did
it
you
was
get
all
paid?
ran off of generators too, and the generators kept shitting out and dying.
They stopped putting gas in it. They're like,
Oh,
siphon the gas for my monster truck.
hold on,
Fucking
yeah,
say-
stop playing and go out back and
Fill it up
pour
with
5
generator.
gallons into a generator. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, that's just a problem with the venue. I mean, like playing in a tent is probably
It was yeah.
not great. Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
can't completely
So we're
blame
just
you.
sitting there playing like out in the grass, you know, with the tent around us, and then there's just fucking trucks like.
Yeah, like, it was rough.
Oh, so when you're playing, you got the trucks going by,
Yeah.
and so then you can't hear yourself when it goes by.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, you
that's
had
just-
not a
I
good
know.
setup.
Yeah, it wasn't a good
No.
setup.
Yeah.
so the best one.
yeah, so
the
go,
best
let's
one.
go to the best one now because I want to hear it.
You got 3.
I do have 3.
Okay, go for it.
How-
Number
was
1.
it- How's have number 1?
Mhm.
I don't know.
No,
it's-
well, Hell's Half Mile. You did Masonic Temple.
that's one of the. 3.
Yeah, that was a good show.
That was
I was there
awesome.
for that. I didn't get to say hi to you guys or anything, but that was an awesome
You weren't
fucking show.
there.
Yes, I was. Oh, I was definitely there.
Were you there?
Yeah, I was. I got there late. I caught last 3 songs of that set, and then I had to dip out.
That was one of the shows where it's like we couldn't like you couldn't do it like it felt like you couldn't do anything wrong. Like the energy was just there to begin
Yeah.
with. That's
Yeah, that
what's-
was a good.
those-
that's such a good
those are what
venue for
makes-
that shit too.
Those are what make
yeah.
good shows.
Right.
is
Yeah.
You just go in there and you're just you can feel it. I don't
Was
know how
that
else to
the
explain it.
was that the 100th Monkey album? You guys
No,
played
that was the
the other
after.
the other one.
ABAB 1 2
Yeah.
3 4.
Yeah.
That was that one.
Oh, okay. So that was with the We Are Dead one. On it. Yeah, yeah. That's you guys played that last or second to last or something. Because I remember hearing that song. It was fucking. Oh, you guys are so good.
The one I was thinking.
Want to take a
was,
break, Cody? Or what? Like,
I gotta go. I gotta go to the bathroom for a minute.
The one I was thinking was actually the 100th Monkey release party at the Crowfoot. That was a good show.
Oh, nice.
That was a good show.
We did it. We put a lot of work into that one though. We had
Fuck yeah,
like
did.
we made invitations and like printed them all out on like nice thick paper, mailed them out, and fucking.
Yeah, we put a lot of work into it.
We had a tent,
It was like
a
a-
merch tent that we built. It was
What was it? The Pike Room up above, or was
Yep.
it the Crow Foot?
Oh, it was the Pike Room.
Okay,
Pike Room.
okay.
Yeah.
Did you? Why
I was
did
there when you
you?
guys won that battle of the bands.
That too.
Yeah, Austin.
That was one of the
Austin
three.
knew you when he was like 16.
That's how you met us down
Well,
there?
I don't know if I met you guys, but I watched that
He's
show
seen
when
it.
you won that.
Are
Did you really?
Mhm.
Yeah, he was in
My
the
band was in it, the
Crooked Trees, the acoustic.
No shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you
No
whooped his
fucking way. I
ass.
had
Good
no
boys.
idea.
Fucking whooped his ass.
Why haven't you? How have you
Yeah.
not mentioned that until now?
I don't know.
Fuck.
I was a little
Yeah,
baby
how long
child.
have
I
we
think I was
known each
17.
other? Like for a long time.
Yeah, well, in that
And
case,
Austin
10
don't
years
say
at
shit.
least.
Yeah.
We
Jesus
went by a
That's
different name back then.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Was it?
Oh,
Yeah.
the Sons of Mud.
Yeah.
Is that how you got the mud bogging gig, basically?
Yeah.
They just Googled mud on Google. Ah, these guys.
Yeah, perfect.
Put them in the tent.
Band's called Mud. What fits with our trucks? Oh shit! That's like,
Oh, you're good.
Sorry, this
Oh,
thing's
do we have-
waterproof.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was in the
as you've
jacuzzi
heard,
the other
as you've
weekend,
heard,
so.
wait, no, I didn't hear about waterproof.
bam.
That was
Still
the
working.
jacuzzi.
Yeah,
He
we
had all the
passed out
stuff
with-
floating around.
Oh,
in the
I set my
jacuzzi.
headphones down to fix the
Yeah.
camera. Oh, okay. So you passed on the jacuzzi.
In a jacuzzi, and my phone was like underneath my thigh. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Jacuzzi? What the fuck?
Yeah. It still worked though. I couldn't believe it. I don't
That's
know
good.
how long it was there, but I need something.
Oh, I can
Just-
get you some.
just let it-
Just don't even worry about
Yeah,
it.
it's
Just
fine.
let,
Let
it
it
stew.
do.
Let
We're,
it
we're
soak.
good.
Yeah, it's
The
fine.
shop is cool like
Well,
that.
we'll
You
clean
just-
it up later. It's no big deal.
It provides.
It provides a
Austin comes in with a maid outfit, like, hey, I got it.
Don't worry, guys.
bends over with the shit hanging out.
He did. Austin apparently slipped a nut into one
Yeah.
of our shows.
So if anybody sees that, please let us know so we can get
Shout
that
out to
off.
Austin.
It's kind of like
Shout out to Austin.
It's like Where's Waldo, but the testicle.
It's got painted black and white, like a red one.
Where's Waldo? Fight Club style. But yeah,
Hey, Austin.
Hey, Austin.
Hey, talking shit.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
I almost spit up my beer through my nose.
Well said. Let me know.
Damn it, dude.
Well,
He just
yeah.
ashed in his beard.
Right on fucking camera.
So look
Put
at your
this one
face.
out.
You look so disappointed, like immediately.
I knew it right when I did it.
Right.
I almost
Well,
did
because
that.
a lot of times what I'll do is I'll save one solo cup for put water in it and just do that.
Well, we were just talking about how Austin drank his own piss one time because it was in a water bottle.
How was that?
Like, of course.
It was great.
Twice in the same city in the same month. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Probably
Do you guys
wouldn't
have a
go back
van?
Yeah.
Like, how do you guys get to
there.
shows?
We used to.
Yeah, we used to have a van.
I seen that van one time. Never
It was
seen
a
it
piece
again.
of shit.
Was it?
It was,
Yeah.
It was a Chevy fucking like it was
Really
che-
loud.
It's a Chevy van.
yeah, but it was like there's a name. It was a Chevy
It was
like,
like an 8-seater though.
yeah, you had
With an
captain
extended back.
seats.
The
Yeah.
biggest fucking van.
That was
you
like
could
it
get.
was a hot van, dude. That was a good van, but it just worked like shit. So
Yeah,
I
if
mean,
only.
It was it was a shit on gas. It worked fine.
shit on gas isn't every fucking van.
It,
shit on gas.
it worked as good as it could for an $800 van.
$800?
There
That's
you
all you
go.
paid?
Yeah,
Damn, you got a deal.
I did.
How long did it last? How many shows did you use the van?
Maybe 5.
Yeah,
More
it
than
didn't.
that.
All right,
More
never
than
mind.
that.
You didn't get
We
paid
didn't use it, though.
$800.
Maybe 10. Not a lot more than that, but yeah, maybe like 10.
Yeah.
There would always be like the shows where it's like, oh, this
Is it
one's
worth
3
it?
hours away, and we're like, fuck, can this van make it 3 hours away?
Can we make
Maybe
it
we
back?
shouldn't take the van.
The first week I bought it, I was driving down 57 and the whole muffler just fucking fell right off. I was just driving and then all of a sudden it got real loud real quick. Had like a big black
You just said, hell
V8
yeah.
in it. I was just driving. Just got super loud and I'm like looking in the rearview mirror and this thing's just I'm like, oh fuck.
You
Didn't need it anyways.
Keep going. Like, well, yeah, not
Oh,
mine.
that was an unneeded
Not
necessary
mine.
part. It's no big
It's
deal.
awesome. Well, so a couple times, me and my buddies do a thing called the Gambler 500 in Detroit. It's a 500-mile
that's a good
race
one.
in a car that's worth $500 or less.
Oh my
And
God.
so it is
That's cool.
insane. I mean, it's a shit show. We took a 1979 Jamboree, which is an RV, about 10,000 pounds, and we never got stuck once because we had dualies in the back. We had like a fucking 450 or whatever. People have kept like we had one of the obstacles was like a sand trail,
Okay.
and these guys are like, "Hey, are you guys stuck? You need help?" I'm like, "No, we just need all these people to get unstuck so that we can whip
Get
around."
the fuck out of
and,
our
and
way.
sure enough, like because everyone had got stuck in their little beaters, once they moved, we had everyone on a trail for like half a mile just like cheering us. We're just blowing through this giant RV. But yeah, no. But one thing that we were talking about is unlike the Mud Jam one, like. It's an overnight thing. So we're like, okay, let's get some bands or a band or something to play, 500. That'd be amazing. I mean, you got so many people there.
Yeah.
It's exactly the kind of vibe as you guys would do well with, and it'd be awesome. So yeah,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
that'd be sweet.
That would
Yeah,
be
your
awesome.
music is the shit people want to drive a car and wreck it to. Like,
Yeah, just jam.
We're going for.
That's what we're going for.
yeah. Oh, that was the
You ever
premise.
had a
Yeah.
car you want to wreck?
Fuck the politics.
This is
Fuck
us.
all that
Yeah.
angst. It was about wrecking cars. 500 or less. Oh my
But
god.
was it? Are you? Do you put that on or?
No, I don't. It was something that me and my buddies have done a couple a couple times.
Yeah.
But it was in, they started in Detroit, and then you basically go around Detroit, like Eastern Market. We jumped over like railroad tracks. You do all these crazy things. Then you go up north in like the middle of nowhere and you camp, and then you come back. So
Nice.
we did it the first year, and there were no RVs except us. Second year, a lot more RVs because they saw us like with the giant awning down, giant fire, totally warm. It rained then,
Right.
and it
Just
was
kicking
early
ass
April.
all day and having fun at night.
People kept coming to our tent. They're like, "Hey, here's some beer. Can we just like hang out under your awning for a little bit?" Like, no problem.
No.
man." Like,
Moving on.
Were you stuck
Get out.
earlier? No.
no, it's a great thing. But yeah, it's a.
We'll
But
keep the beer though.
Yeah, I told Cody a while ago, I'm like, dude, some band should play that night because you got
That'd be
so many
cool.
people that have just been having
Well,
a
they
ton
have-
of fun all night.
They
and-
have stops, don't they? Like
They
you
do,
make
yeah.
stops. So like at one of the stops, you have like a show go on.
Yeah.
Everyone meets there, has a cool shit. That would be a cool.
That
thing.
kind of reminds me of what we used to do up at the Rifle River. When we'd go up north every year, every 4th of July, up to the Rifle River, and there was this dock that kind of came out. You know,
I know what you're talking about.
we'd take some generators up there, and we would just start playing on the river. And you know,
Nice.
people would be canoeing down the river, and
They
they'd
all-
park and stop. We had like a little party every year. It
Nice.
was really
That's
fun.
sweet.
And you did this on your own?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did
What?
it for like 4 or 5 years.
Nobody
Yep.
said shit to you, like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing here?"
Well, no. Our dad, his buddy owned like 200 acres up there.
Oh, so you just
So
and
it
part of it was on the
his
river.
It was on his property.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you just
Yeah.
knew so many tubers were coming down.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Let's just
It's
jam.
just
Yep.
like a
There's
constant
hundreds
cycle
of
of people.
people.
They
Yeah.
would play for like 5-6 hours straight doing
No
the same
shit.
set list, but they had to be back at the canoe livery at a certain time, you know.
So they
Oh,
stopped.
that's so cool.
Right.
So they'd
Couple
stop
songs,
for like an
move
hour
down,
for
yeah.
like a set, and then a new bunch would come in, and
Yeah.
we just tell them how to throw their cans up on the shore
Not, oh,
as a
that-
payment, you know.
okay.
Yeah.
We make like $200-300.
No shit.
Holy
We would have
cans?
like 20
Holy
garbage bags.
fuck.
Well, they don't want them.
That's like 2,000 cans.
Yeah, we'd be rolling
yeah.
into like Meyer or whatever to take back the cans with like
10,
12.
15 fucking carts.
Like you had to have
Full
two in the
of beer
front.
cans.
Everyone's
Oh
looking
my
at you guys
God.
like, wow, they have a serious problem.
Fucking alcoholics.
Oh, 4th of July, guys.
Oh my god.
That's
That is-
brilliant.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
It
How
was
the
fun.
Pretty sure none of us were 21 by that age.
Yeah,
fuck
we
no.
were.
No,
But
that
guess what you can do? Return fucking cans and make $200. Jesus. You got the Myers guy with the bin. He keeps having to fucking
Yeah.
change it out every 10
They
seconds.
didn't
These
like us.
same
These
three
guys.
people are.
Again?
Maybe they saw you at the show. You're like, yeah, you guys were awesome. Nice.
It was cool though.
Oh, I
man.
think this is my beer can I threw up there.
There's people from Canada and shit, like regulars from Canada.
Nice.
They're
Go down
fucking
there every
Canadian
week and-
beer cans that you can't return.
Yeah, like, fuck you guys.
Damn it. The old 24 pack, none of them are good.
It's like Canadian money. Is this real? Oh man.
Fucking Canadian.
Well, we're going on about an hour, guys. Is there anything you want to tell the world when we, or all 10 of our listeners before we wrap it up?
All 10 of them. You guys are cool. No.
Keep on keeping on.
I guess like the shows. I guess Hell's Half Mile.
well,
show
I mean,
goes, and-
I guess it's not recorded live, so we can kind of say it. I mean, May 9th, are you guys good to play? I mean, so we
As far as I
can.
know.
We
Yeah.
shouldn't have a problem. I mean, it's so far out, but it'll be at BMO's May 9th with Tiny Tree.
just as long as they have a sound guy.
They will.
yeah. Well,
I will personally make sure that is all
Bring
taken
that up on
care
the
of.
worst shows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Austin's a pretty good sound guy. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, Austin's a producer, live producer, so he's starting his own DJ company and. Just kidding. No, he's no, I just seen.
I thought he was for real.
Who
for a
is this
second.
asshole?
I was
Sit here, dude.
I was on TikTok earlier and then
I'm
it
waiting
was
for you
making
guys to
fun of
leave.
people who are
Wait for you guys to
DJs.
leave so I can put my dick on camera.
Just wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, the new EP's awesome.
Yeah.
What's it called again?
Woe to the Timid,
Woe to the Timid.
Yes.
How'd you come up with that?
which means sympathy to the timid, I guess.
Okay. Well, I understand what the fucking word means. I was just saying, wow, you came up with it.
Oh, okay.
Why did you choose that?
Was it? It's we traced our name back to Mattison name. Back
Oh,
to,
really?
Yeah, back to like the lineage, back to like the Irish clan, and it was on
You're Irish?
half quarter, whatever.
I don't know. Portion, bitch.
A portion. It was on the Mattison family crest.
Yeah.
This saying, "Vi timido,"
Which is
which is woe to the timid.
Woe to the
Ah,
Timid.
that's
So
really
you
cool.
named it after your arm.
Named it
Yeah.
after
I'm just kidding. No, but I love the name, and all the music kind of fits too. It's something, and then you guys,
everything just kind of lined up.
everything you guys have done, it just lines up. I don't know what it is.
So
It's something. It just makes sense, and I love listening to it. I love jamming in my car, and I think when I have it, like earlier today, I had a jam in my car at the stoplight, and there's a lot of bass in it, bass tones in it,
yeah.
and I'm pretty sure people thought I was listening to rap music. Bo, 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 bo. Like my bumper's shaking and shit. But yeah, no, it's fucking amazing. So yeah,
Shout out to Tony.
shout out to Rifle
To
Tony, dude.
Hum-
Yes, yeah, the Temper Mill. That's where you guys record out. Shout out to the Temper Mill.
Yeah.
That's a great. I don't know. I enjoyed
Tony's
the fuck
awesome,
out of it.
man.
Did you guys at the Temper Mill? For those who are listening and don't know, at the Temper Mill, the recording studio in Detroit, they have a Sega game.
Yeah.
Sega.
and,
Sega Genesis?
Yep.
Sega Genesis.
Was it
Yeah, it was Sega.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you guys play NHL?
Oh, yeah, we
I think
did.
we
Yeah.
did. I think
Kevin
we
did.
did.
Yeah, Chad's time for vocals. All right, Kevin.
Yep, that's what you do. I was gonna say.
Yeah, there's only
Isn't
5
it-
games there, and maybe 5 movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Spinal Tap is one of them.
Spinal Tap is
Yeah.
one of. Oh my god, we didn't watch any movies.
No.
No. We just checked out their entertainment selection.
Yeah. But it is that's a great studio, and it was always fun to watch you guys on Instagram and stuff, and you post like, oh sorry, you guys would post yourselves recording there. It's
Yeah.
awesome to like know like, oh man, dude, I'm glad good bands are going there, and
It's a good studio.
yeah.
Man.
Tony's awesome, and Tony
That whole
smokes weed
studio's
too.
awesome.
So if you
So
guys,
is Dave Feeney, he's awesome too, man.
yeah, I didn't meet Dave Feeney very much.
He
there.
did ABAB 1 2 3 4
He was your
engineer for that. Yeah.
engineer for that. Dave Feeney was.
Yeah.
No shit. That's why it sounds so good. I'm just kidding.
Well,
No.
all of them, man.
Yeah, they both-
Yeah. Well, no.
They
Tony
both
and
are
Dave
awesome.
Feeney, but I didn't know Dave Feeney did that specific record. Oh
Yeah, he
shit.
did. Yeah, he recommended us to Tony. I'm like, no, dude, we want to work with you. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, he plays Steel Slide with Loretta Lynn
Yep.
and Jack White and them. I'm like,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
dude, we want to work with you.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, that's crazy. Again,
Wow.
for people who are listening, that shelf inside of Temper Mill has a bunch of pictures of Dave Feeney with Jack White and with Roland, and it's. I didn't know he played steel guitar for them.
yeah, and
Yep.
the Loretta Lynn and the Dew Waters.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Was Jack White a part of that?
Yep.
Oh,
A-
okay.
And,
There's a video. What do they play on Letterman? Or-
yeah, they play on Letterman.
Yeah.
Oh.
with Dave Feeney's on it,
Patrick
and-
Keeler and Jack Lawrence.
Didn't
Nope.
I didn't even recognize him? I mean, I don't know him
Yeah.
Right.
well enough to say,
Yeah,
oh,
like-
that's that guy. But okay, cool.
But
Holy
yeah,
shit.
he was recommending us to Tony.
Yeah.
And we're like, I don't know. At first, we're like, no, we want to work
Yeah.
with you. But
Then
then
we looked
we
up
worked
his.
with Tony, and
like,
Tony is a better fit for us.
Yeah.
Because
I think so.
guess he's like known more for doing like metal bands.
Tony.
Yeah. And a lot
Really?
of people say like, oh yeah, you guys, pretty heavy metal kind of like sound. Like, oh yeah, let's try it out.
Yeah, you guys are
and
definitely
that's
heavy.
We're kind of in a weird
genre,
spot. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're like on the heavy end
Well,
of like
heavy alternative kind of.
yeah, we're like on the heavy end of alternative, but we're on like the
low end of metal.
Yeah.
yeah big time.
You
The lower metal.
the song. One more thing I want to ask, because I've been listening to My Enemy over and over and over and over again. I love when it gets about halfway in the song, it just comes down,
heavy
drops.
part.
It's
The heavy
it
part.
is heavy as shit to me, at least, in my opinion.
Lot
What
of-
is
lot
that
of
song
octaves
about?
going on in there.
Yeah, oh, dude, it's a lot of
Um,
dynamics.
was it? It's about. I guess there's a few things going on in there, but what it was mainly about was just an old boss.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? He pissed you off that much? You made a
Yeah.
great song. Good for him, I
Yeah.
guess. Thanks for the
It worked
motivation.
out for us.
Fucking
He's
bitch.
still a fucker.
Yeah, still a fucker. Wow. Well, I mean, we're at an hour right now.
All right. How do you feel about that?
I think it's good. I mean, how do you feel about it? What the fuck? I've lasted long enough, right? You didn't
she
get
said.
off yet? I thought you guys were off, dude. I thought you guys got off.
Haven't
Well-
found the right hotel desk.
That for we weren't recording when you said that,
No.
but I'm
Yeah.
not gonna go into detail.
Yeah, we don't have to.
But eventually,
know.
one
Cody's
day,
You know why.
I
You
know
you
why.
know why.
people are gonna find out what that means, and
It's kind of like Austin's testicle. Someone will find it someday.
Just as long as they know it has nothing to do with me or you.
Well, a little bit you, but.
Yeah, a
Not
little
so
bit
much
you. Not,
definitely
not
me,
at
not Chad, not Cole, not Kevin.
Hi, Marta.
Hey, Marta. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.